20-year, yes,
process.
20-year naturalization process. But there were some other things, and I'll go ahead and cut to the chase on this. It mentioned, golly, the hundreds of people that serve in elected office that dealt specifically with Hispanic population, Latino population. In fact, that were immigrants that held elected office. We talked about secretaries of state. We talked about Nikki Haley in South Carolina. We talked about Bobby Jindal. We talked about a number of people that were born elsewhere. And we also talked about people that had served in the military and maybe demonstrated their loyalty to the United States. So keep these in mind. Go ahead and click it. Y'all gave me smiles, the last correct answer. Pick me a category.
Let's do executive branch for 3.
Executive for 3.
I think we already did that.
I think we did. Yeah, Leakey's really dropping it. Go ahead.
Alright, so judiciary for 3 then.
Judiciary for 3. Mootness, first hand I see. I do think it's you, Rosales.
Mootness basically
Leakey, you
means.
tell me who the second was.
So when we talked about mootness in a class, that this lady was actually pregnant, but she wanted to go to court to pretty much have an abortion. But then again, she gave birth. So then the problem is deceased. So
What was
pretty
that
much,
case?
That case was
What was that case? You're right. What was that case? Oh, it's so obvious. We've talked about it so many times. Rachel hates the case.
Roe versus Wade.
It was Roe versus Wade. Yes. Ratchet in the positive. Up to 5. Roe versus Wade. In that particular case, woman went to court to challenge the Texas abortion law. Takes 9 months to have a baby. Takes years to get to the Supreme Court. When she got to the Supreme Court, she'd already had the baby. The case was moot. So define mootness for me.
pretty much you go to court for an issue, and then basically the issue is dropped or is resolved before.
Yeah, the issue is resolved before you actually get to court. I gave you another example from mootness as well. Do you remember? Anybody in the group? 5. What's that?
Something about Texas?
Well, that was about Texas that we just did. 4. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. 3, but you do have control of the board. 2, 1. Who's got it, Leaky? Matthias's group? What's the other example? 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's got it next, Leaky? What's the other example?
It's about schools facing discrimination cases.
Go ahead.
So it's like with the applications, the admittance. So like, say one student is really qualified, and then the other doesn't necessarily have the best grades.
Yeah.
But like they are like technically like a POC. The school would admit the POC student. Just because they need to like boost their diversity like things for their colleges.
Okay, and so how do you make it moot?
So you would make it moot. The college would accept the other student that got deferred, just so that then like, hey, well, that student got exactly what they wanted.
POC, person of color.
Well, yeah, the POC got admitted and the student who was qualified to get into the school.
Idea is if you've got 2 students and one of them is one race and has really great test scores and the other one is of another and has lesser, and the lesser gets in, we talked about this, the person with the higher scores may very well sue. And the idea is that they will make it moot because the injury that you have is you didn't get admitted.
But if you get admitted by the school, then...
And they would admit you at the last moment, it makes the case moot, and then they don't have to hear whether or not it was discriminatory. Go ahead, click it, Leaky. Mootness, a case dismissed by Supreme Court because its result is held before being heard. Touch the house. Pick me a category. 5, 10, 15, 20, 27 for the overthinkers. This is for first place now if you pick the right thing.
Wait, what's that first category with no title?
It's no title. There's no category.
It's like the grab bag. It's like the love
Let's
category.
do
Oh, it should be
chapter
this
questions for 1 point.
Hold on. Marburg versus Madison established what? First hand I see. It is Matthias. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Judicial review.
Judicial review for the overthinkers. -1 for Matthias. Pick me a category. Go ahead, click it.
Do you guys want to do it? Sure.
Judicial review. Touch the house. Pick me a category. Gotta go.
Someone else. Executive for 1 point.
Good Lord. Y'all don't want to be first. List all you can. Qualifications to be president, formal, informal. You have it second, but you have it first.
Be white.
That is informal, yes.
White fine.
What are the formal ones first? Before this looks like a racist video.
35 years old.
95 years old? 35 years old.
You have to be a U.S. citizen. U.S. naturalized born.
You have to be a
natural
U.S.
born
citizen. You have to be
A natural
3.
a natural born citizen.
What's that? Yeah, thank you. The woman from Algeria finally gets it right. You've got to be natural born. You've got to be 35 and 4.
Okay, and formal?
No, there's one more formal.
You gotta be living in the United States
States
for
for-
15 years.
Yeah.
Minus 1. Who's got it next?
Don't say
You
it,
do.
because now they're gonna get
You
it.
have to be a legal resident for 16 years.
Oh, minus 1. Who is that? Ratchet. Who's got it next?
Right here.
Us.
Go.
14.
14. Smalls. Who got it? Informal.
White,
Anybody. Weitzman's head.
upper class,
You typically have to be middle class or higher.
married,
Married.
and I believe it's Catholic
Protestant.
or
Protestants. You better say it fast if they get it wrong. 4, 3, 2. Paul. Anything else?
Yes.
1. Go ahead.
Did they say tall?
They did.
Oh.
Minus 1. Go ahead. Touch the house. Pick me a category. Somebody pick a big one.
Let's do.
God.
We can't risk it. I'll do trap the questions for 2.
Chapter questions for 2. You gotta be.
What is
kidding me.
this?
How often do the Supreme Court justices change their mind?
Literally.
Yeah, y'all have it.
Wait, do you have it?
Yeah, y'all have it. From when they have conference initially to when they finally vote, how often do Supreme Court justices change their mind? This is straight from the chapter questions.
They rarely do.
Go ahead, click it. 50% of the time, minus 1. Pick me a category. Nikon's root.
We'll go with chapter questions for 3.
Oh my gosh. Chapter questions for 3.
Go big.
Percentage of presidential promises kept. First-hand IC after them. Actually, first-hand IC in general. Percentage of presidential promises kept. Straight from the chapter questions. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
68.
Click it. Minus 1 for Ratchet. 75. Pick me a category. Oh, it was 3. Minus 3. Wow. Yeah, I've got to give them points. They corrected me on that. Pick me a category. Again?
Judiciary for 4, please.
Judiciary for 4. Ripeness. First hand. I think it is you.
So with ripenesses, a case has to be like ready to present.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a banana.
And
It's gotta be
it's compared to a banana. So they use contraceptives,
What?
So like it was the case about contraceptives or whatever. So
Oh,
that was the
yes.
example that you gave in class.
Okay, explain it to me.
So
What'd the woman do?
The case has to be ripe in order to be heard in trial. The court isn't going.
Yeah, I'm losing patience. Tell me about the contraceptives.
It has to be controversial. So
It has to be controversial.
It has to, like, there has to be like someone
Lisa,
has to
are you
have
buying
been
this?
someone has to have been
Minus
affected
4.
by it. I was in the
Who's
middle of my
next?
sentence.
Who's next?
Way.
No way.
Go.
Take away all of our
There was a law that said that they couldn't use contraceptives.
Okay, and what state was this?
Texas?
Texas.
What state? Go. Okay.
So I don't remember the state that.
Minus 4.
The issue with the contraceptive.
Okay, you're out. You're out, right? No, y'all are out.
We were already out, so can you give us back the
No, I just put you a second chance, and then she said, I'm just going to talk about something else. It was in the fine state of Connecticut, and Connecticut had introduced a law that was out there that said doctors were prohibited from prescribing and patients were prohibited from accepting birth control for religious reasons. First hand IC.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's the question?
I haven't given it yet,
Yeah,
but you
that's what
raised
I'm
your
saying.
hand.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so the case of ripeness, I know that it means that there has to have been a victim. Someone has to have been affected already by it. Like, as in the reason they didn't take the contraceptive case was because, originally they didn't take it because she hadn't actually been.
That I'll give you. She hadn't actually suffered the
she hadn't
injury.
been
So
affected
what
yet.
happened with this woman and this law?
She could have died if she got pregnant.
She had a medical condition
So she
that in
needed-
fact she would
so
have died
So her
if she got
doctor,
pregnant.
she sued, and then they said she hadn't been hurt yet.
Why?
Because she had
She never got.
she
She
never
never got
yeah,
pregnant. She hadn't died yet.
So
Okay, then what?
but then the doctor sued, and they said you still have no case because she still hasn't gotten pregnant yet.
And the doctor
So-
had suffered no injury.
Yes. Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So then what happened was they had a police officer come in and he prescribed her birth control right
police
there.
officer
and
prescribed
no,
birth
the doctor
control?
did.
The doctor
He
did.
prescribed
Yes.
her birth control, and then the police officer arrested them. So then they would have a case again. A case to sue.
Now they suffered the injury and the Supreme Court immediately struck it down. Click it, Linky. A case dismissed by the Supreme Court because an injury has not yet been suffered. Touch the house. Pick me a category. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 42.
Go, pick which one do you want?
42,
Which one do you
42.
want?
This one's executive for 4.
Executive for 4. He wants executive for 4.
I think we got a draw.
Oh, God.
Oh, we do.
Do you want
Who is drawing?
No.
Ask somebody different. What's somebody different?
Do it. You got it.
It's gonna be that.
You.
Got it?
Got it.
Okay. All right. Whoa, I'm losing my papers. Okay, we're gonna put it on the 2. I need you to draw that. Got it?
What do you just?
Just draw that.
Okay.
Starting 1 minute on the 3. Go.
Oliver, can you move? I can't see.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Is it?
Oh my
Is
God.
it lipstick?
Yes.
Okay. So
But that's not what he's drawing.
makeup.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, and you thought that was gonna be hard. Lipstick, makeup is actually the answer. Based on the executive chapter, what is the significance of makeup? You're gonna have it next, but y'all have it now. 5.
What's the
What's the significance of